He went forward. I went back. I was like, stop. Like, stop it. It's not okay. I'm 12. I'm 12 years old at this point. Stop it, okay? Hey guys, I'm back. Back. Hey, say back. Hey, back with another banger. And so I'm back, and today I decided to come to do a story time today. Now this is a story time. Well, actually Anya reminded me this story time because I realized this actually happened to me. Like, this took place, and I don't even know how I'm gonna start this story time because it's kind of like, I don't know, it's not embarrassing, but it's just a bit crazy. It's a bit too much for me. Do you know what I mean? It happened. How long did this happen? This probably happened, like, I was still a teenager, so I think I was in year 11 or year 12. I don't know, I can't remember, but I know I was in high school. But this was basically a story time of how a stranger basically almost kissed me in a bus, in a public bus. I don't even feel comfortable saying that because I feel like that's not even okay. I don't even know how to even start this story time, but this actually happened, guys. Like, I don't even me sharing this is kind of cringy. It's kind of, I feel a bit awkward sharing this, but Anya just reminded me because, I don't know, I was talking to Anya a while ago, and then she's like, oh my god, Tina, do you remember the time you told us about that stranger that almost kissed you in the bus? I basically almost got kissed by a stranger in a public transport, aka the bus, you know, in the city. It's gonna be funny because I can't really remember much on this story because it happened a long time ago. So the story time started like this. So one day, as usual, back then I used to go to church in a different church. As I was saying, I used to the church that I grew up going to, we used to have church on Saturday, not because we're like Seventh Day, and what are they called? There's those 7-day anyway, I forgot the name. 7-day church, you know, those people that they go to church on Saturday. No, that's not what we were doing. We just basically went to church on Saturday because it was just when we can actually book the place, because on Sunday that's when the other people were using it. So we just said Saturday it is, and that's how I used to go to church basically on a Saturday. And usually at this time, yeah, I used to catch the bus to go to church. At this time I was still a teenager, so because the church that I used to go to was like near the city, I literally had to go past the city and then catch another bus to the place. And I remember that was just my normal routine. That was just like my normal routine. So I would catch the bus as normal, go to the city. Usually for church I always like dress up and look nice because that's just how I was taught. Like, I was always taught that when you go to the house of God, like dress your best, because, you know, we be dressing so nice to go to other places, but then when it comes to church, we're all of a sudden like, I don't know, like homeless or something, or like, I don't know, we all of a sudden don't know how to dress. So that church I used to go to, it was just very taught from the beginning to like dress nice and look presentable, basically, because you're going to the house of God. Think about it. And I remember the pastor used to tell us, think about it, God is the King of Kings, you know, right? He's the King of the universe. And let's say when we go to a prime minister, if you were to visit someone that has like high honor or high regard, you would dress the best that you can. If you were to meet a prime minister, you best to dress you can. If you want to, you know, go on a date, you dress the best you can. If you want to go somewhere, you dress the best you can. But then when it comes to God, all of a sudden people don't know how to dress. I remember because we didn't really used to dress up at that time to go to church until one day we kind of got like rebuked, and we're like, okay, I get it, because it's like, how come we want to look good like in everything else, but when we go to the house of God, people want to wear rags? Like, and this is the creator of the universe. He deserves to be respected and honored, and it's just you know, it's respectful at the end of the day. So I remember, yeah, so I remember obviously growing up like that, I used to like dress the best that I can. Like, I put my best foot, you know, best foot forward, and I dress really nice, right? Anyway, I always like to dress nice. So it is what it is. So here I am, just, you know, casually walking, about to go to church. Basically, I literally landed in the city, and I'm just, you know, casually walking to the bus stop. And as I'm casually walking to the bus stop, my next bus stop to go to church, I see someone behind me, like literally. And I'm there like, oh Lord, please don't. You know when, like, you know, like someone's about to approach you, so you're just like praying inside. You're like, please Lord, please not today. Today is just not the day. Oh my God. And guys, at that time, my hair was short. Like, I cut my hair short. So it was like, I wasn't even wearing wigs or anything like that. It was just my natural hair, my face beat like the best that I can back then. I just did my makeup really cute. I dressed really cute. I think I was wearing like a really nice pencil skirt. You guys know what pencil skirt we're in, and like a really nice turtleneck like top that goes with it. And I think it was even striped. I remember it was like black and white, and with like little cute heels and stuff like that. And here I am, just, you know, brown skin girl, literally me walking, right? You know, like you just see someone like on this eye, you see it like that. I'm just like, oh Lord, please Jesus, this is not the time. I'm going to your house today, you know, I don't want to be distracted. So as I stopped, right, this guy's literally behind me, and I'm like, oh, do you know how you just know in your heart someone is just about to approach you? Like, I saw it coming. You know when you just see someone giving you the eye, you're like, I was like, stop, like, stop it. It's not okay. I'm going to church, okay? I'm 12 years old at this point. Stop it, okay? It's like, Lord, please, Jesus. So the guy literally comes, right? And he's like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. He said like some comment like me looking whatever nice and stuff. And I'm like, you know, okay, like, thank you. Like, I'm just like, thank you. And then he's like, where you going? And I was like, I'm going to church, okay? Like, I'm going to church. And he's like, oh, okay, that's cool, so you're going to church. And then he was just asking me like, which church do you go to? Wang. And then like, yeah, I told him and stuff. And do you know when like the guy is kind of like eyeing you, almost making you feel really uncomfortable? Oh Lord. I feel so embarrassed saying this story because it's just so embarrassing. It was just so cringy. And he's just there like, you know, eyeing you, and just like, I'm just like, Lord, please. Jesus, you need to like send your angels down and let there be a Red Sea between me and him, because like, I'm feeling so uncomfortable. And at this point I was still in high school, so I was like, stop it. You know when someone's just trying to like holler at you, you know it. Like, so me, I'm just like trying to be like nice and, you know, be respectful and stuff like that. He was just being like complimentary, like, and I'm like, oh, thank you and stuff, like, you know. Lay, I'm a child of the Most High God. Lay, I represent my Father in heaven, so you know what I mean. Like, I do what I can and I do what I will. I need to stop. But anyway, I was just saying, oh, thank you, like, you know, when someone compliments you, you just say thank you, like, so just to be respectful. And so guys, I'm thinking after we had this 1-2 like conversation, he's gonna dip, right? So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, yeah, because after I told him like, you know, I'm going this way, he was just there, like, so I'm thinking he's gonna leave. But like the guy stayed there until my bus came, and I was like, okay, what's going on here, Lord? Like, Jesus, I said part the Red Sea, Lord, because this is not gonna be good. Yeah, so I'm thinking he's gonna go, and he wasn't going. He said, I'm staying. So I'm staying right here. I knew it's dumb. So my boss comes, and I'm just thinking, okay, like, yeah, like, you know when you're trying to like cut the conversation so like you can like go. So that's what I was trying to do. So I was like, okay, yeah, my boss is here, like, see ya and stuff. And then tell me why this guy, he tried to go on the bus. He's going on the bus with me. I'm like, that's not even his bus at all. So because he wasn't in that bus stop, because he didn't say he was gonna catch that bus, and he didn't look like he was gonna catch the bus because he was coming from a different end when he was meeting me, because he was literally coming from the back. So I was about to say, you know, bye, like, you know, he comes in the bus with me, and I'm like, okay. So he hops in the bus with me, and I'm like, and I'm just there like, oh Lord, oh Jesus, you're gonna have to give me the grace, you're gonna have to help me, because like I don't know where this guy's heading. Lord help me, help me, because how am I gonna get rid of this guy now? I go in the bus and I sit at the back, right? So I'm just like trying to avoid him, and he's just there following me, and he comes and sits right beside me, and I'm there like, Lord, this is not the day. Mind you, from the city to where I was going was probably a good 20 minutes. So I'm just there like, oh God, I have to sit along this guy for like 20 minutes now. I'm gonna cry inside, like I'm actually gonna cry. So anyway, so as I was he was just there like the whole time. I can't remember what we were talking about because this was a long time ago, but he was just like chatting, la 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 la, like just, you know, just talking, and I'm just there like, yeah, like yeah, like I think I was even trying to talk to him about God, but it wasn't going in anyway. I think it was going in here and that and there, so he wasn't really paying attention, and he was just, you know, just chatting and talking, and I'm just there like, okay Lord, let my bus stop come already because I need to go, right? He asked for my number, and I'm like, he's like, can I have your number? And I'm like, boy, bye. I'm like, you tried it, like you really think I'm gonna give you, like you actually think I'm gonna give you my number? Like you really think, you really think that this child of God that's going to church is going to come here and take out her phone and give you my number? Do you really think that's going to happen? You're really dreaming, darling. You're kind of dreaming here, because it's not happening. The only number I have is the number called JESUS. That's the number. Period. Jesus, that's literally my line. I'm like, I'm so sorry, but I don't give out my number. I've never, it's not gonna happen, and I'm just not doing it. Like, unless I know you for real, I don't give out my number. Even if you're a guy, I'm so sorry, but that's not happening. Like, I just don't do that, especially if you're like, I'm meeting you for the first time and you're a stranger. Guys, do you know when I was sitting? Okay, this is how it was, because when I was sitting, I sat at the window side, so he sat next to me. So even in order for me to leave, I kind of have to like come across him and then go. So that was kind of annoying, because if I was just sitting here, I would have just dipped. He was literally sitting so close to me, and I'm just there like, ugh, personal space. Like, give me my space. Like, give me my space, please. Give me my space. Please give me my space, you know? I'm like, yeah, you know, me trying to like hurry up, basically. Me trying to basically run for my life. Not that he was scary. He wasn't scary. He was just a bit too forward. You know how some guys, like, they're too forward, like you're doing too much for someone you don't know. So he was just a guy that was a bit too forward for my liking. Yeah, so I was just like, yeah, I'm dipping, and as I was just about to literally, you know, bounce, and he's like, hopefully I'll get a chance to meet up with you, blah blah blah. Yeah, and then he went forward. I'm like, I went back. I was like, guys, he tried it. He actually and I'm there like, guys, I've never been put in such an awkward position in my life. Like, honestly, I've never been put in such an awkward position in my life before, and I'm just there like, what the, you know? I was just like, he literally came at my face, and I'm there like, sorry, I gotta go. And then I just took myself and dipped, literally dipped, and I ran for my life. And as I was walking to church, I was like, God, like, what is going on here? As I came off the bus, I literally had to take like a deep breath. I had to breathe 10 times, because I was like, Lord, I was like, what is that? What's going on there? Like, I was just literally so shook. Like, he literally did that. Oh God, thank you my bus stop was there, because I was like, if he tried to come off my bus, if he tried to come off that bus stop, that was the end of me, honestly, because he really tried it. Thank God he didn't, because otherwise it would have been another story. Stuff like this always happens to me, so random, especially when I used to go to church city past the city. I wasn't even looking into any boys. Like, I was not looking at guys. I swear to God, guys, when I was like a teenager, like, I didn't see boys. I'm so sorry. Like, there was nothing there. Not that I wasn't attracted to men. I'm not saying I'm not attracted to men, that's a lie. But there was no that I honestly, all I wanted was God at that point. So even seeing a man, it was just like, just leave me alone. Like, it was just kind of like that, not in a negative way of me saying I didn't want like to talk to anyone, but it was more the fact that I had like my priority at that time was just God. Like, I didn't have time. I really didn't have time. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to share this story time because I just thought it was funny. Now that I think about it, I laugh about it, but at the time I was horrified. I mean, I was just like, guys, and there's so many times these things has happened to me. I'm just there like, stop putting me in an awkward position, stop it. Like, if you want to talk to me, just be normal, okay? Like, just approach me nicely and like a gentleman. I'm a pretty chill person, and I'll actually be respectful. Not that I was ever rude or disrespectful to any of the guys that did that. I was never rude, I was never disrespectful. I just kept it very respectful and, you know, distance basically. I did just wanted to share this story time because it was just, you know, a funny little story that I can just giggle on now. I hope you guys like this quick story time, and if you do like it, don't forget to press the like button. Don't forget to press the subscribe button too while you're at it, because you know you want to. If you want to be notified every time I post, every time I post, put on the post notification bell, put on the bell, and you'll be notified every time I post. Every time I post, you shall be notified. Every time I post, you shall be notified. You'll never miss my videos. If you actually put on the post notification, guess what? You won't miss my videos, you know? You won't, because every time I post, you'll be the first. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys, and take care of yourself.